Hello, everyone. I'm Joe Dagger of Business 901, a sponsor and a facilitator at the upcoming Lean People Development Summit. I wanted to share my thoughts about the summit. It was formerly called Lean HR. I think the host, Lean Frontiers, was correct in renaming it. And let me share with you a few reasons why and why I'm excited about my participation. There are new challenges for HR, for people development, managers. It's no longer about implementing new policies and standards or managing in a command and control environment. It is more about driving agility, innovation, collaboration, and speed, or in maybe better lean terms, flow. In fact, organizations that call themselves agile are adopting lean practices to scale. I'm going to turn off the webcam because my slides are a little busy coming up, but I'll be right here talking the whole time. In a new book, The Lean Strategy, the authors compare the 5 questions of Michael Porter's seminal work on strategy. These questions, the authors contend, focuses on maximizing power and positioning. Now, I agree. And I would add that all are very internally focused, driving gains at the benefits of outsiders. And those outsiders are customers and suppliers. Hardly what we're hearing from successful companies today. In that vein, I think most of us would agree that Porter's model is not only outdated, but probably just plain broken in today's world. The Lean Strategy focused on 5 different questions. I have overlaid them on a lean house model that was derived from the book. And most of you are familiar with the lean house. But I want to clarify a few terms. Just in time is just not a term used in a supply chain. In Toyota's thinking, it is about teamwork and better learning. Jidoka is about clear definition of work and the ability to know when to seek help, or like I like to say, understanding your boundaries. The lean house naturally fits around what organizations do. It's sort of that Simon Sinek golden circle of why, how, and what. The house, the 5 questions. This is lean thinking. This is where I really started getting excited about the summit. As I was following the SHRM 2017 conference and my notes from current issues being repeatedly raised from HR participants and the presenters focused on these topics. And remember, JIT is about creating collaborative workspaces internally and externally where better coordination happens, resulting in less waste. Jidoka is mastery, instruction. There were a lot of other problems being raised, but I condensed them and then looked at how widespread across the organization they were. It was not one area, such as talent and acquisition, that seemed to dominate the landscape. It was a system perspective. It was a lean house perspective. I marveled at the ability of our organizing committee and Lean Frontiers to lay out a summit that seemingly addressed these issues across the board. The summit is facing real issues prevalent today in people development through lean practices and processes. The act of doing is the best way of applying lean to an organization through practice. This slide is a little hard to read, but I put it in for people because it might be an easier way to download to view the presentations and workshops in comparison to the issues raised at SHRM. We start out with the keynotes from Cheryl Jekyll discussing lean in HR and Art Byrne in discussing lean leadership it is continued with a collection of case studies from Shingo. Big thoughts in addressing how lean organizations drive customer satisfaction and lean strategy. But the summit provides a mix of thought leaders and practitioners from places like Capital One, Ingersoll Rand, Gemline, industries like manufacturing, healthcare, software, where we're discussing real issues and real problems. And I'll be the first to say, I always struggle going to events and coming away with those 20,000-foot ideas. Not that it's not important, we want some of that. But lean is a learn by doing methodology. You don't have to drink the Kool-Aid and have blind faith it is going to work. Lean is simple. Find one problem and solve one problem. And eventually, one day you might even stop calling it lean and you'll call it your own. Then you're probably truly a lean enterprise. I look forward to seeing you in September in Savannah. Join us and let's solve a few of your problems with lean. Thank you.